Hi. Got a few minutes. I'm just starting so people can join when they're ready. We're going to start basically at 7:30. So anybody's welcome. Hi. Great day, a great day to meditate as well. Wow. Definitely. Energies are lovely. And if you aren't, it'll help relax the body, release any tensions. There's a lot of energy at the moment, so you might feel it in the body. Parent body. It's real, it's the one main body, but yeah, it's not really yours, but there is a lot. So if there's any contraction in the body, you can feel it. And it can feel, so it's good to release that as well. Any blocks, stagnant energy. For those battling with these energies, I did share on my first, if you go to my YouTube page, my first one we started, which you need to watch if you want to learn how to do this anyway. You've got to do that, watch the first video to show you know how to do this meditation, teaches you, gives you the pointers. Second one's useful. Underneath there are links though. And there's one to a Qigong channel, and she's got one called Purge and Tonify. That's a very good one to release stuck or stagnant energy, right? That'll cause pain or blocks in the body. But also, you know, doing this, you do that as well, because it's illusion. So parent body, it's a story. So you can do that. You can release the energies. You see, in this apparent body. You know, the intentions anyway. Let me just check on the time. Everybody's welcome. Lovely to see everyone. This benefits you in all ways, actually. Mind, so-called mind, trains the thoughts to calm down, the pattern. And the body, then the body also gets a break when there's no thought. You see, because the thought's activating moving energies, which you call, it's just energies, but you would say emotions, and that causes these tensions in the body, parent body, but it's just, yeah, it's energy moving, really. So if you can shut it off, especially, you know, yeah, when it's identified, it helps a lot. It really does. Hi. Fine, thank you. Good. Good. I want to see, I'm doing this every Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, if anyone doesn't know, anyone's new here, because of somebody that I knew that was doing meditation and didn't realize, you know, they were just basically they were just sitting there and just relaxing, really. So I thought it would be interesting to see how many people don't know how to do it. So there we are. This is what inspired this one to start this guidance, and we're doing it now. So every Thursday, different times though, they're not the same times, and Saturdays and Sundays. But hi, how are you? But you need to do it basically every day. It doesn't help just doing it 3 times a week if you want to get the hang of this. You really have to meditate daily, like every day, and it really assists the body, you know, especially when there's a lot of negative talk and all kinds of other things going on, thoughts. If you can shut them off, there's peace. You know, sit in that stop. All right, we got 1 minute to go. So for those new that want to start with us now, anyway, want to just join the meditation, even if you know how to or don't know how to, as I say, you can do it now and then go to the video, the first one I've done on this, on my YouTube channel, and that will give you a bit more direction if you know how to get to the 0 point. Okay, this one is really teaching people to transcend the mind and body. Hi Jack, this is why we started. In order to start, make sure you go to the loo quickly. Anybody that needs the loo, go now. Get yourself something to drink close by if you need. Hi Jack, go to the toilet please, and then get comfortable. So it's got, well, you're not going to be disturbed really, hopefully. Hi, close door or whatever you need. Okay. And then we run through a routine. It just helps. It's a good one for you. Obviously, you can do it more, you can do it slower, but it's just to teach you a good routine to start with, okay? Because what you say, what you think, literally, it manifests instantly. You're just not aware, that's all. Right? Because it's only a thought, it's a story. You're a thought. Yeah, never mind, let's not go there. But so it really does what you believe and think, really. All right. Yeah, well, yeah, it's this stuff. We're not going to go too deep into this. All right. Get comfortable, please. I'm going to switch my speaker on. I'm going to change music for those. This is only for people learning, because this one has the best resonance for this type of meditation. And just anyone tuning in, and if you do open eyes, don't worry about this one, because it doesn't do that anymore. And you might find the body doing this. Just don't worry about if you know. This body moves, but is moved by the energies. Nobody's doing it. It's just, you know, there we are. Happens. All right. I'm going to put this.
I need to talk to you.
Hang on a second. Google Ads. All right. And that's also a good thing. Okay, put it on pause. We're going to run through the little routine. It's a good one. It does. Hi, man. It really does. It really does. Not a joke. And when you get further on to this, you'll realize you're not the body at all. And you never were. And it's actually pretty easy if you think about it, because science is now proving that you don't think, or the brain, they thought, there's no brain, but it doesn't think the thoughts. They've realized that now. They're not coming from here. You don't beat your own heart. You don't direct. No, consciously are you, like, consciously making yourself breathe, making your heart beat, deciding when you want to go to the toilet, any of these things. Your bowel movements, nothing. Nothing. You're not doing anything. It's not your body, actually, but it's amazing, yeah. So the energies, exactly, you give way, that's it, and the energies, yeah, that's it. The energy, there we are. It just moves. Relax into the self, anyway. All right, so let's get busy. Get comfortable, everybody. We're going to do a few, just for those that aren't used to that. So we'll do a little bit more, because I tend to go a bit too fast for some people. So we'll do a little bit more, probably breathing. I've gone through all the other things. You need to go to my channel. Those of you, what you need to do beforehand to practice all these things. You are very welcome. There's nobody doing it. It's actually you talking to you. That's all. There's only one here doing everything, playing with itself. All right, ready? We're going to do, I'll do it a bit longer just for those, just to relax more, okay? Breathe. Breathe in deeply through the nose. Out through the mouth. This calms the body down, the nervous system. Breathe in. Breathe in. It's almost like you become the breath. Okay, focus on the breath and you completely... So you feel yourself deflating with that breath. Okay. Now just for those, this is a good practice. You can do before, afterwards, breathe afterwards. Consciously, we're going to release. Put our hands above our head. Bring in light. As though you've got a pillar of light above your head. You're bringing in light. And we are releasing all stagnant energies. You feel those energies move, going. Release all stagnant energy from the body and mind. And feel that energy move down over the head, so parent body. Release. Releasing all dark, dense energy. You bring the light through the head, almost like you see, like an X-ray. The light's going right from the top, you're bringing it down. As your hands come down, the light's going sweeping through and clearing any dark, dense energy. You can see it, you can feel it. Bring it in. Let that light sweep straight through. Release all dark, dense energy. There we are. Now we're going to release all lower frequencies and vibrations. Anyway, release all lower frequencies and vibrations. Do a few breaths and we'll start. Now, I release all thoughts. Consciously let all the thoughts go. Like you can see them however you wish, like a ball of lead dropping, poof. You release all thoughts. Now you're completely handing over to the self. Completely surrender to source. Let source completely take over. You don't need thought. You don't need anything. Release all thoughts and ask source to take over. Now for those that know, you're going to focus on whatever it is. The sound. Those that are following me know how to do this. You've got to focus. Whether you've just chosen to focus on a dot, white light here, so you visualize, close your eyes, you're seeing a white, whatever you focus on, you do not move your focus off it. No matter what, if you see thoughts or noise, whatever, disturbances, light coming through the mind, let them settle. Imagine they're like a bird tweeping over there. The thoughts are like the bird outside. You don't take your mind off, you don't follow them, you ignore them. Let the thoughts come, let it, whatever lights, movements appear, energy that moves, it's just energy that's disturbed, right? Ignore it all and do not take your focus off the sound. Pinpoint one thing and do not move from that, okay? But in a relaxed state, we're happy heart. You're completely surrendered now and you just relax. You completely relax into it, surrender to source and focus on that sound. That's all you need to do. All right. I'm going to put it on now. Bring yourself slowly back. Anybody successful? I know it's short for a beginner. Obviously, it's just because we're online. I mean, you have to do them at home. Sometimes you can do it for an hour or two. But I mean, to do it on here would be a bit much, especially for beginners that long. To teach the mind to be quiet. Any of you successful in your meditation? Yeah, very peaceful. I don't normally do the visions thing anymore because of the non-dual path that I'm following. Well, the body's, whatever in the story. But so I stopped doing that. But now I was shown one, which is so strange. I haven't done one for a while. You never know what you're going to get, And now all of a sudden, out of the blue, which I haven't for quite a while, because I'm not focusing on the story or the Maya, I'm focusing on the nothingness. But for some reason, it was interesting what I was shown, a bit confusing there, but I was taken to ice. So I presume it's the South Pole, North Pole, whatever. And maybe it's the lights coming in now, but massive light. Wow. There was an immense amount of light coming in. Besides some activity underneath the ice there are things under the ice, but what was interesting is that this was very strange. There was a massive amount of light emanating up from deep down below, coming up from under the ice. Now this was strange. So we see light, it's energy, as the source energy. So yeah, really interesting. So I saw ice, and then I saw this light coming in. We're receiving a huge, and I'll tell you now the more down. And then I saw the light moving through, and it's clearing. But light, wow. I mean, the weird thing was there was light coming up from under the ice, very deep down. So it's coming right up. So, it's a story anyway. There's nothing actually happening here. It's all source. It's a metaphor, really, of what's going on within the consciousness in the story. As within, so without, But what was really interesting is that, what was nice in the end, because I was like, light's coming in, light is pouring in, and light, are you doing this? And there's light there. The body was all over the place. But what's interesting is that after that, so the light then got busy. Then it started doing this. So there's waves. So there's a huge amount of, we know it's energy, light moving in. I presume it. We just perceive it as light. Source energy is increased. Everyone knows this. The consciousness is popping in. So what was interesting is that what it's doing is resetting the grids. So you see the crystalline light, as people are seeing, that are waking up. When you first wake up, you see crystalline light, which is like rainbow light, right? People think it's healing light. But what it is, those are the grids. Well, it's actually your energy. The grids is just a reflection of the world, you, the earth. So people are thinking that's earth's grids. It's resetting them. So it's removing all the distortions. So this light is coming in, which is in the consciousness, which is the one waking itself up, actually. The outside, what's going on in the world, is a reflection of what's going on within inside its consciousness. It's cleaning up all its shit. And it's clearing all the distortions, which is the thoughts and, whatever in the story. It's just distortions in energy, right? To return to the oneness, which is a harmonic, which is a flat line. It's like, flat in a way. So what was interesting is that I saw all this light, and then, intense light coming in, incredible light. And then it moved like this and that, but what was doing, it was, because of this, it's clearing all what you want to call the ley lines, energy lines, distortions, energy field, the lines, grid lines. It's clearing all the grids, which is actually just this. It's the consciousness, the self. So it's clearing that in the story. And then it's which is happening to, so it looks a bit noisy out there, bumpy. It's just the consciousness and all its distortions and its nonsense is being rattled up, right? And then it goes flat. So it clears it, does this is sweeping, it's clearing. And then it just goes flat. And then there's beautiful. And the energy is just, it clears the distortions in the waves in itself and its consciousness. And then you have this beautiful, even flat line. So all this crystalline light was like absolutely in harmony, in sync. It was, No more distorted, no more. It was beautiful. It was just clear. So there we are. As is what's going in with the consciousness, is happening with the earth as well, so-called earth. It's just a reflection of what's going on in here. So think of the self as the earth, the grids. Yeah. So, wow, intense light. Lovely. So the crystalline light then, it was really doing this. It's resetting, which is what it's doing to the consciousness. It's resetting. It's a story. The self. It's resetting all the grids. It was lovely. But huge ice. Wow, thick. Very thick. Interesting. Yeah, who knows what that was about. Ah, you're welcome, darling. Yeah, I would do them a bit longer, but I mean, who knows, this, I could sometimes, you don't know, that's what I'm saying, there's no I anyway, you just let it go, and sometimes it's quick, it's not, it's whatever. It's just, normally, we're not here at the moment, we're no longer doing that one, it's because of the non-dual, it's relaxing, it's different. Yeah, anyway. Never mind. Interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. And then the energy was so in harmony because it's still source. The actual baseline energy is no movement, is flat. What you want to say is people or manifestations or these or the waves or like the pillars. So what you saw was shoo. So you're all returning back to the self, to the one consciousness, to source consciousness, no more. Yeah, anyway, never mind. Who knows? Interesting. There we are. So it's resetting. You're setting the grids, which is the self, the grids in the self, the energy patterns of the self, of the consciousness, whatever. All right, anybody else? Jack, how did yours go? How are you managing? Are you managing to get to the 0 point? Anyone managing to transcend the body-mind yet? Completely out of the, the conscious mind? How are you doing, Jack? Are you managing? You really got to do it every day, though. And then it's very quick. And then the mind, you can just, that's it. You're out of consciousness like that very quickly. You can get into that. It's almost out of your control in a way, because sometimes when you get it to that stillness, that the mind will automatically almost go into a trance or meditation. I mean, you have to stop yourself sometimes. You can be like sitting in a chair. It just goes off into a trance, So it's just a matter of training. That's it. But you have to do it every day if you want to see. And then it's so quick, there's no effort. But for beginners, it seems like it. You just have to be patient. Relax, no thought, and absolutely not remove that focus on the one thing. But relax, you're sitting as though you're waiting. You're just waiting patiently, and you will be rewarded for that patience and intention, the heart. Yes, there's a lot of activity, dreams at the moment. You would perceive it in your dreams. It's because of the clearing going on. As I said on Facebook, there's a lot of, it's been going on for a while now, a lot of dreams. People are having an immense amount of dreams, and you can sometimes be disturbed, the sleep, or not being able to sleep because of the energies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Wake up sweating. Because of the energy is so high, like a microwave. It's microwaving the cells in the body as such, so you can get hot. I wake up, I always know when we've had a big one, because I wake up sweating. It's like being microwaved. The cells are going, because the cells are speeding up the energy. There's only energy, but this is a Maya. You've got a body and cells and all that nonsense. Right. All it is speeding up energy and vibration. It's vibrating faster, and that's what, so it's like a microwave. It's so fast that it loses water, like it dehydrates, same thing. So you can get a little bit dehydrated, sweat, wake up sweating at night. Whew. a lot more water. I'm being naughty, I need to drink. It's okay. Grounding, yeah, that's why I say meditation does help, and that purging and toning exercise, that Qigong that I've shared so many times, that channel will help. It helps release stuck energy, and this is why I do this at the beginning of the meditation. It's just a good habit to get into, because you can then, what I don't tell you, which I forget, because it's just, we don't focus on we're not in the body consciousness anymore. But when you're starting off and you're still very much identified with the body, you are opening intentionally. You can do that. Open everything's intention, because it's only a Maya. It's a story. It's thoughts. You're a thought. Your body's a thought, and this whole thing is a illusionary realm, really. So it's an illusion. So whatever you say happens, and same thing with the body. So you can say, open up. You can visualize it. Open up all chakras and meridians. You see. You visualize it. So this is part of the Maya. Everything is about visualization, because it's a story. So you can visualize all the chakras opening, shining brightly, clear. You intend it and you feel it. Open up all chakras, open all meridians, so there's no block. So allow the energy to move freely, because it's a story, right? In the so-called body. Open up all chakras, meridians, and then like I did there. Clear all the lower frequencies, clear all the dense energy, like all those meditations. Do that before you meditate. Do that routine, like I did then. Open up, visually open up them all, let everything move. Then clear any stagnant, dark, dense energy. Clear any low, frequencies, vibrations, distortions. Woo. All thoughts. Hand over to Source is a good routine practice. And then breathe, focus on the sound, and then you get into it. But then you are nice, It's a good routine pattern habit, because what you're doing in the beginning, even that, because you're identified with the body as well, and the mind, and you know that you are a body and all this sort of thing. This is then doing that, you see. So it's releasing all energies and blocks, opening up, cleansing, removing all dark, dense energy, stuck energies. That's all it is. Intention, thought. There we are. Never mind. You see it? Yes, I know. Well, no, it's not actually a year. I haven't been on in about May. I was very much, everything's resonance. The one is waking itself up. Some are earlier than others in the dream. It's all are being, which is, So returning to the Buddha consciousness, oneness, that. So in May, there was a huge pull to go onto this non-dual path, seriously. It was such a resonance. So it was pulled off TikTok, because it was actually, all it was doing at the time was enhancing the idea of a separate person, and if you want to say ego, the body-mind. It was strengthening the body-mind story and, perception. So it was pulled off that and shown that, and I was like, oh shit, that's not a good idea, because then you know what I mean? It was just strengthening the so-called, in the story they call it an ego, but there's not. So, okay, thank you. So yeah, and then it was on a very deep inward path, like a very quiet, deep meditations. I went on, wow. But then, when you have these glimpses and it falls away, it scares the living shit out of you. It's been a bumpy ride, because you so believe that this is real, the world is real, you are real. And when things are shown to you that it's not, it's a big fright, because you so believe you are this person and it's your body. It's a challenging. It's been some interesting experiences in this story on this non-dual path. So that's why doing satsang, but now it's not, it's releasing, it's relaxing away. Oh, never mind. Yeah, this is why. And what's ever guided, you just go with it. You're releasing mind, you don't listen to the mind, you're just going purely with intuition, what you feel now. So if like this, you're guided, you're inspired to do it, whatever you're going to do, will do. What you're not meant to, you won't anyway. So you just relax now. You realize there's no, you were never in charge of this anyway. So there's much more, there's a letting go now. There's a release of all this, like, hey, it's a story. Nothing's actually happening. No one's actually here. There isn't any world, any people. Blah. So this is why it is completely resonant and focusing on the non-dual path. And it's just like, because there's no you actually doing anything or control, you don't really have a say over, if you are drawn to that in resonance, you're just drawn to that, and you can't help it. So the resonance here is completely on the non-duality, oneness, Buddha mind over, it's like, it's like it's there we are. It's just happening. That's what's happening here. So this is why there hasn't been a big activity anymore, because it's doesn't want to really focus on the non-real, on the the illusion. Oh, that's where just is what it is. And whatever's guided here, that's it. It's inspired. It's just action. It just comes. And there we are, it just happens. Big change compared to what you were. So there's not even trying to think or analyze. There's not even, it's like a release of the mind and of control of the separate one, like a person would have. It's like, hey, that's it. It's all about resonance, and that's, So that's why you haven't seen this one for a while. And this was another just inspired thing that happened. Which is great. So, here we are. Who knows? You can be inspired or guided to do anything. It's really interesting actually when you let go. And you purely just follow that. And you're not worried one bit. Not even a thought. It's like, hey. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's amazing. We're all heading there, just at different speeds and times, and yeah, there's only one anyway. Yeah, so I say, there's no one here. It's too sweet. Talking to itself, isn't that lovely? You realize it's so beautiful, how lovely you are. Beautiful, amazing. You're in love with the self. There's only in love, because if you realize that there is nothing. So this is completely created. It's a marvel. You have to marvel at the magnificence of the self. And even this, different people talking to different characters, this whole thing is like, wow. Amazing. Just mind-blowing, actually. Beautiful. Divine. So there's in love with the self. You're just in love and in awe with what you be, what is, because it's like, wow, Yeah. Can you imagine? There's nothing here. It's incredible to think that this doesn't exist. It's just, it's an illusion. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. Never mind all the other things, other so-called worlds, astrals, planets that you perceive in the story. They're also, there's just so many. Earth game is just one. It's incredible. It's just unfathomable, actually, what you are. So at the moment, there's just in loveness. Also with nothingness. Big time. It's lovely. In the end, it becomes a happy and a relief and peace to know that there's nothing. In the beginning, it's a big fright. Now it's like, oh, lovely, nothing, nobody. What peace? There's just nothing. Absolute peace. What are you going to worry about? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Amazing. Yes, exactly. And then here we are. Here you are. Here I am. Same one anyway. We're talking to... Yes. As I say, this non-dual path was... gripped this one and dragged it off the path. Oh yeah, that's what happened, you know. In the story, that's what's going on. But anyway. Interesting journey. But there's a lot of energy right now, people, only because this one is very sensitive to energy. Very, very sensitive to the energies. And I feel it now on the head here. So I noticed this afternoon we have more energy. If it hasn't hit Earth yet, it's going to. Because I feel it here. I feel it on the head. Sometimes it can be a bit sore. I feel you can feel it on the body. I woke up sweating. So whether it's hit our actual Earth atmosphere, whatever else you're aware yet or not, incoming. And I start feeling tired. So yeah, it's only a story anyway. But yeah, a lot of light. Whew. So there we are. Yesterday, I mean, yeah, it was like sleeping in heaven. It was so lovely. Good, thank you. And you? It's not, that's what I'm saying. Oh, it's so funny. There isn't any me anyway. Thank you. There's only one. Yeah. That's it. It's doing it, you know. Yes, there's in loveness. You're in love with the self big time at the moment. It's so in loveness with itself. It's lovely. I love that. It's beautiful. So yeah. You're just in awe with what you are, you know, with what, yeah, of all of it. Okay. All right. Yes. A lot of us are not really active on here anymore since it became commercial. You know, when it originally was here, when they started off, when this one was drawn to this platform, it was so nice. It was so different. It was very for the people. There was no commercials, no lawyers, no ads, no news stations and actors and all that nonsense on here. They were just people. Joe Soap, Mary, this one playing a guitar, those two playing games, these people talking to some random person. They were just people sharing their life, their stories. I mean, it wasn't, and whatever, you know, everything went here. I mean, it was just like interesting. So not all your cup of tea, but it didn't matter. And it was really nice. Okay. It was really, really nice. It was interesting. It was just a people's thing. So it was chilled and everybody was doing, it was for the average Joe. And now it's been, you know, with all the threats, manipulation to take over or stock or control, you know, threatening to ban them and so they'd lose money. They've manipulated their way in. And now it's media, news, government, propaganda. You've got conspiracies on here. You've got everything, you know, lawyers, adverts, selling, Amazon. It's just, and to find the odd person, your algorithms, even though you can say what you prefer and you only watch, will still shove nonsense, irrelevant shit in countries and news and this and that and nothing you want to see. So it's commercial. It's completely, they're going, you know, they don't get it. Yeah, it's so off-putting. No one wants, I don't scroll. If you scroll on here, I don't find there's no enjoyment. There's seldom you'll find somebody new to even you want to watch or even, you know, oh no, it's just not worth scrolling anymore. They've ruined it. But you know what, that's what I'm saying, what they don't get. It became the most interesting, it became big. Why was it the most successful platform? Hello? You know, this was the most successful platform. Overtook everybody else. It was the most popular, the biggest business. So everybody was after getting their hands on it or, you know, hostile takeover, whatever. You know, exactly. We're threatening to close you down. I mean, their propaganda. They really went after them to try and get their hands on it. Like, you know, very hostile. To manipulate them, really. But because they want money. It's all about money, shares, control. But why did it get big? exactly for that reason, because it was the perfect formula and exactly where the energy and people, where the people, this is the one, are going. They want interaction, community. They want to be, this is what people want. They miss the actual social. Communicating, talking, sharing, meeting other people, just, whatever, all over the world. It was like an open, this is what it was. It was about people. There was nothing out there like that. That is why it took off and became so big and so popular. No, all they can think of is, let's make money out of it. So what do? They change the whole thing, which just sends everybody off it. So you're selling to yourself, really. It just amazes you. You think, what didn't you get here? You know what I mean? They've changed everything, thinking, let's make money out of this. But it was making money, you see, it was making money, however they do, just because of how it was for the people. There's such a need and desire for something like that. And that's what made TikTok big. Anyway. Whatever. But there's just consciousness, and it's a story. None of it's real, nothing, that's what I say. When you get to that part, you just think, oh, whatever. There's not even a world anyway, so, talking about it is really irrelevant. Anyway, there we are. So, yeah, there's no interest, I'm afraid. Sometimes I have been on, and I've tried to find people. Seldom, though, I have come across 1 or 2 new people that are worth following, and sharing or whatever. But I just don't find them. That's the thing. They're sending me the most horrible content on my For You, and I keep changing it and refreshing it and complaining, but they keep trying to push stuff relevant to your country. There we are, putting you in a box again. All the algorithms, everything's about, this is very dangerous. It's about algorithms. It's about echo chambers. And that's what TikTok wasn't, an echo chamber. Everybody and his mother was on you. Granny was on you. I mean, everybody was on you. It was the most bizarre. It was just people. That's why people liked it. Because you could just see what Joe Soap was doing. Some guy was just eating his dinner, talking shit. Nothing. I mean, nothing about nothing. And people were just watching it out of interest. Oh, What was so strange? That's what actually made it fun, Anyway, thank you. Yeah, you too. But yeah, even, YouTube's gone the same. They're getting rid of all the small people and pushing. It's about, you got to push out content, or they just, they knock you down. So they're just not, complete different consciousness. Completely unaware of what, no one's looking to see what people want or where the trade's going, you see. Very interesting. This is that. Unconscious behavior, really. But anyway, there we are. How not to make, how to lose money in the long run. Look at what people want and give it to them. Don't have to have bloody sales on every flipping platform anyway. It doesn't matter, whatever, I just like, you have no interest anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. There's another thing. People aren't really, as I say, they want, Thank you. Oh, always smile. This is, always, yes. There we are. You're welcome, Jack. We'll be back on the 28th because people don't want to do it the Christmas weekend. So on the 28th, Thursday, we'll do meditation again, and then it's Saturday, Sunday again. Every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. But obviously not for this Christmas weekend. Satsang, hopefully I'm going to be doing satsang, but anyway, might be the only one. But anyway, there we are. All right. Lots of love to all. Please go to the YouTube channel if you want to, if you haven't, if you want to try or don't know how to do this, and watch the first video that explains how to do this meditation properly. And then you've really got to practice every day. Yeah, the 28th. Thanks. Same to you, Jack. There's not even a recognition of that here. Sorry. So it's just another, Anyway, even time seems to be slipping. Anyway, all right. It's all, yeah, part of the story. Beautiful play of the one. Unbelievable. All right, people, Merry, Merry Christmas to all celebrating or playing or holidays and wherever you are. Sending you so much love, so much peace. Okay, so much joy. And try and be a little bit understanding and patient because of the energies coming in now. Those that are unconscious or are still in their dark, if you want to say their dark night of the soul, in their purging, their healing phase and thing, some aren't even aware that's happening. This is pushing up all distortions, which are anger, upset, dark, dense energies, you know, unhealed, trapped emotions, that's what it is. Just energy that's stuck, that's been held on to. So whether it's sadness, grief, whatever. So people are, those that are not awake are also those that are, but they can't help it. It's being pushed out. So that's why there's a lot of projection. You'll see chaos or anger. It's just projecting its energy, you see. Unconsciously, it's unhealed or unlearned or unreleased energy. That's all it is. So be patient. Try and stay, as I say, meditative, stay grounded and calm, because you're going to have those that will be triggered. It's anything that's not released. It's just patterns of behavior and thoughts, really. So there's going to be triggers, bad behavior, tears, fighting, anger. And if you are not in that good space, you're going to take it, oh my gosh, you know, I'm upset. You said that to me. So just, if someone projects their fear and their hurt and their shit out there, spewing out there, whatever, anger and stuff, it's just releasing. It's not about you. Okay. It's unconscious. It's not meant. It's just energy. Anything that's dark, dense, distortions, held within the vessel, and this is being pushed up. So all the darkness is being, this is all you're seeing out there. That's all it is. It's like the planet going through its dark night of the soul. That's all it is. Everybody. That's it. Okay. There we are. It's not about you. There's no you. It's just happening. All right. And there's a lot of them unaware. So don't take it personally. All right. If you do, look within, because it's only trying to point to you. It's a reflection of what's not released, you see. That's all. So if someone upsets you, there's a good, go in deep, do a little bit of investigation and ask, meditation, ask, be patient, and you'll be shown exactly why. Where that comes from, okay? Why you even get upset, because you shouldn't be, you know. All right. Love, peace to all. See you on the 28th for the next meditation. Night.